Hot 1027 breakfast and another Hot Cares Christmas. I tell you what, we have been inundated with letters this year, and some of them heartwarming, some of them inspiring, and some of them incredibly sad. And today's one is one of those.
Heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking. You may have read about this in the news not so long ago. In fact, just literally a couple of months ago. It comes in from Cobus. He's a friend of someone who unfortunately is no longer with us. His name is Duwayne. My dear friend, Duwayne lost his life trying to protect his wife and 2 daughters. This was on the 3rd of August, 2023.
So in Cobus's letter, he speaks about this horrific incident that happened to the family, and the fact actually that Ingrid was injured during that shooting. She was shot through the collarbone and her lung while trying to get away from the 2 gunmen. And as you say, the disarray that's caused is the fact that Duwayne was the primary breadwinner in the home, an animal-loving family. They had a huge holding, large piece of land with lots of different animals, did animal parties and that kind of thing. He also was in the chicken business, and without Duwayne in the picture, there's been no income in this household, and Ingrid, being injured, has not been able to drive. She's not been able to earn an income, so her and her daughters really find themselves in such a difficult, tricky situation. In fact, the trauma is so deep-reaching with these little girls, aged 10 and 8, that one of them's gone deaf in the one ear. It seems to be some kind of an emotional, psychological trauma response to watching her father being gunned down in front of her. So it's a really heartbreaking story, as you say, something that we're all very versed with as South Africans. And Cobus is reaching out to see what we can do for this family and for his friend who he loves so dearly.
Let's see what Hot Cares can do.
Hello?
Hello, Ingrid.
Yes.
Hi, you're speaking to Bunny and Simon Parkinson from Hot 1027. How are you?
Good, and you?
We're very well, thank you. Ingrid, would you mind having a chat with us this morning here on Hot 1027? We've received a letter from Cobus telling us all about your situation, and we've told our listeners this morning about the trauma and the aftermath of what has happened since August and the problems that you're having, you know, from a recovery point of view, from a financial point of view, and just from a everyday point of view. How are you doing?
No, it's been quite challenging. Quite a few changes that I had to go through. I had to sell the plot because of my kids feeling unsafe. It's in a market, not financially and emotionally.
How are the children doing? I mean, I can't even imagine as a parent what they've had to go through. How are they?
No, they're not sleeping well. Very emotional. Every day is quite emotional for them. They each try to deal with it in their own way, but it's not easy for them.
Very difficult. And I understand that you were injured during the incident as well. How's that coming along? I understand that Cobus explained to us that there's some major difficulties with you with transport and being mobile. How's your injury going?
So the recovery time so far has been 4 months of where I couldn't drive. I had to be driven around. I had to leave the business I was running with chicken boxes and stuff. I couldn't continue with it because of the challenges, not being able to carry things. So it's been a lot of recovery time.
Yeah.
We at Hot Cares, we would like to help you out because these girls of yours, I think first and foremost, they need stability. Would you agree with that?
Correct. Yes, definitely.
And stability comes in what they do in routine, going to school every day. And you've got them at Montessori, and you don't want to change that, I wouldn't imagine.
No, they're very happy there.
So we know that there's no amount of money that could possibly bring back Duwayne or fill the void, but we know that all the help that Cobus is talking about, there are little things that we can do to make things better. So to keep those girls in school, to keep them stable, to keep the burden off your shoulders, we'd like to pay for both the girls' school fees for the next year.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We also realize that counseling is important. And it's all very well being at school, but they need to be confident girls at school, and we're going to make sure that we pay for that counseling as well.
Thank you.
Your job is to be a mother, and it's to be a strong single mother from here on in, which is not easy. And I've no doubt that you'll find work at some stage in the future, but I think that you need a bit of a gap. You need a bit of help.
Yeah.
And you need to keep food on the table. So for the next 6 months, we're going to also give you 5,000 rands worth of shopping vouchers every month, just to make sure there's food on the table, so the girls are strong and they can go to school every day, and you can start to pick up the pieces.
Thank you.
Ingrid, I know that Cobus has spoken about how scared the girls are, that they've, this has really impacted your family in such a deep-reaching way that, Simon has said that we all, as South Africans, know the horror of. So there's these things that you now don't have to worry about, a little bit of a gap, a little bit of rest from the heaviness. And we'd like to lift your Christmas as well, because it is obviously Hot Case Christmas, and we'd like to give you and each of your girls 5,000 rand for shopping, Christmas shopping, a Christmas voucher, so that the girls don't really feel that much weight of their first Christmas without their dad. Make it as happy as we possibly can.
Thank you. They'll really appreciate it.
Ingrid, I'd like to thank you for talking to us this morning and wish you all the very best of luck. And we will be thinking about you in our dreams.
Yeah, absolutely.
And praying for you, I'm sure, every day. And you stay strong and look after those girls.
Thank you. I know that they're really going to be very happy.
Ingrid, thank you very much for talking to us, and we hope to hear some good news in 2024. But for the time being, thank you for talking, and have a good day.
Thank you very much.